Can't hear you though, pimp. You should on mute probably.
Can you hear me?
Oh, you gotta turn them up maybe. Can you turn them up?
Well, it's connected to this speaker, so
So this one don't work.
I'll just unplug this right there.
This don't, bruh. Oh, that don't work either. Damn.
All right, can you hear us?
You
now?
got me?
Yeah,
There you go.
It's a speaker issue.
What's up, Danny?
What's up with it?
All right, we're gonna start questions off with Lauren. Go ahead, Lauren.
Look at the camera here.
Hey, Danny, how's it going?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How much are you looking forward to being back at home finally, and then beyond just being back at home, playing against such an exciting opponent?
I think we all are excited about big challenges. Each night we get a chance to get better, of course, but to play against some of the top teams in the league, especially in our conference or in the East, is always a fun matchup. It sucks that both sides don't have everybody 100% healthy. Regardless of that fact, it's still a good challenge for us. But it's always good to be back home, especially when the city's finally getting some sun. Get a chance to reset, recover, reevaluate, and get some stuff done around the house. But also just be home with our families a little bit and play out our home court in front of our fans.
You guys are second in the league right now in steals, blocks, and defensive rating. As someone that's taken on a leadership role with the defense, how proud are you that you guys consistently are staying up at the top regardless of who's available?
Unbelievably proud, but I know there's another level we can step it up to. I know transition is one we're trying to get better at, but the fact that we're getting active, staying active. Matisse, Ben, myself. I said at the beginning of the year the goal wasn't for me individually, but for our team to be top in all categories, especially defensively, and have at least 2 guys, maybe 3 guys on a defensive team. Hopefully Ben or somebody can get defensive player of the year would be nice. But that's where it starts. That's where it'll finish. I think the best defensive team is usually the team that is the last team standing. So we want to continue to make strides in that area, in that category, in all categories of defense and the floor.
Awesome. Thank you, Danny.
Anytime.
Keith Pompey's up next.
Hey, what's up, Danny?
Keep it up.
What's up? I know you talked about, this being a big game, but how tough would it be for I guess seeing how you guys match up against them if their stars don't play? I mean, I know
It's
George.
very tough, man.
Yeah.
It's very tough. Even when it's tough both ways. It's tough when they have everybody. It's tough when they have nobody. It's tough when they have half of guys. But you never get a real feel for. It might be a strategic thing for them. I know in San Antonio, some games we didn't play everybody, so that teams don't know how to guard us, how to play us. But I just think for them, it's unfortunate they've had some injuries and they've had some guys with some family issues going on. So that sucks. But they're a tough matchup regardless. If they have everybody, they have nobody. They have guys that can play. But yeah, so for the future, I think it's the last time we play them for the rest of the season. So we don't know how, if we come to meet with them in the playoffs, how we'll match up. But it's never easy. Night in, night out, got to respect every team regardless who's on the floor. They also have other guys that have been all-stars and have been all-NBA team type players. So we got to come out with the same focus, same energy. But it's hard to gauge and get a feel for a team when they're never 100% when you play them.
Now, did Anthony Tolliver participate in shoot around today? And if so,
he was around. Yes, he was around today. Got a chance to meet him, say hello. He's learning the system, learning the offense. So great guy, great addition. Excited to have a new body, a familiar vet around to get him, on the floor.
And for you, last question, you're in your 30s, you get Dwight as well, but it just seems like now you guys are getting I don't know how long he'll be here, but it seems like you guys are getting a little bit older, the team.
I think we're just getting a little wiser. Even our guys that are older, we still have young minds. They're still big kids. We still have young bodies. Dwight has not missed a game yet. I've missed one. Hopefully we get Dwight a rest one of these games coming up. But we have a lot of guys that are still young at heart, young in mind, and can get out there and be active. So it's good to see that we got some older minded guys around that can help our veteran leadership with George, with Anthony. So I think that'll only take us to the next level of high IQ level, and hopefully executing offensively and defensively, fixing the things that we need to fix.
Believe me, I wasn't saying age was a bad thing, just you're more mature. Yeah. So don't think I was saying that. All right.
Of course not.
All right, my man. Peace.
Kai Carlin.
Hey, Danny. I guess real quick, I wanted to ask you about Matisse. Doc said that he was working with Matisse offensively as far as straight line drives to the rim and things like that. So I wanted to get your thoughts on what you've seen from Matisse just from an offensive standpoint, just where his development has come.
I just think Matisse he has a lot of things in his arsenal that he doesn't show. You guys don't ever see. I think it just starts with him just being comfortable and confident. I think a defense on the floor, he's just very comfortable and confident. That's why he executes it and plays at a high level and should be all defensive team every year. How good he is on that end, how good his reflexes are, how much he recovers, how much ground he can cover. He's just a unbelievable athlete all around, but defensively just has a knack for the ball. Offensively, very capable shooter. He just doesn't shoot it all the time. He doesn't look at the basket. He's not as aggressive as he should be. I think just him starts with being aggressive, being confident, comfortable, and Doc talking to him and getting him to be more comfortable. You see it in his game. He's attacking the rim more, looking at the rim more, and looking for a shot more. But as Matisse, we know he's very capable, very talented player. And when he shows it, when he wants to show it, he could be a problem, especially on that end of the floor. So if he looks for a shot and stays aggressive, I think he could be a very good threat for us and open up the floor for our whole second group and our whole team.
Thanks, Danny.
Of course.
One last one with Austin Crow.
Hey, Danny. As I'm sure as you know, Jamal Murray tore his ACL earlier this week, and I'm curious, just from someone like for a player that maybe isn't the superstar on the team like he is, but someone who's a big contributor, what is the ripple effect like down the course of the entire team, and how do you what's your mindset after that when that happens?
That's tough, man. So prayers up for him. I've been praying for him. Recently did a pod talking about it. But there's such a short season and a lot of games, so many injuries, man. You just hate to see it, especially from star players. But any player that goes down, star or role player, it's a ripple effect throughout the team, and it affects the team because every piece is needed, especially in the playoffs. And every piece you're used to having there. You're used to playing with certain guys, certain rotations, certain chemistry. So when you're missing that piece, whether he's important, they're all important, whether he's a star or whether he's a role player, it's tough to adapt and adjust. But when you have a star, it's even harder to adapt and adjust. And for a team like Denver, I still think they're very good and have a lot of great pieces. I think they could, do some special things in the playoffs, but without him, it's going to be very hard. I had them being one of those teams that were going to get one of those top teams in the West, whether it was, Clips, Lakes, or Phoenix, or Utah, seeing them beating one of those teams. But without him, it's going to be very tough to do. And so I'm sending my prayers out to him and his family, and said for the rest of the guys in the league that have injuries, and that especially, it sucks when a team is a contender and they lose a superstar like that.
Thanks, Danny.
All right. Thanks, Danny.